Hey there, gang. Jordy C here, back in my car. I should really, instead of calling this the Dark Vlog, it should just be, driving with Jordy or something. Well, actually, I'm not even driving ever. It's just in the car with Jordan. Here we are again. I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday season so far. I didn't intend to release any content until our holiday special, which will be coming out at the end of the week here, right in time for Christmas. But yeah, I didn't plan to have anything before that. But we've got some breaking news in the West Memphis Three case. You may or may not know or recall that about 3 months ago, I did a dark vlog talking about a lawsuit that had been filed on behalf of the West Memphis Three, as well as some FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act requests, filed with the West Memphis Police Department, where they were trying to obtain the evidence that had been held by the West Memphis Three, held by the West Memphis Police Department. The West Memphis Three lawyers wanted to get this evidence so that they could do new DNA testing on it and try and exonerate the West Memphis Three once and for all. If you've been on this channel for a while, you've heard me talk about all this at length, but that's the background. And in that video, I had mentioned that the West Memphis Police Department responded to those FOIA requests, to those lawsuits, saying, or no, not to the lawsuits, responded just to the FOIA requests saying, sorry, we don't have the evidence. And I posited in my video that it was one of three things that was going on, maybe all of the above. They had said that some of the evidence was lost, some of it was destroyed in a fire, and I think, what was the third one? Lost, destroyed in a fire, misplaced. Same thing as lost, really. And I wasn't sure at that time whether they were bluffing. I couldn't think of any reason why they would want to. You do have to respond to these requests, and they had then opened themselves up to lawsuits, which the West Memphis Three lawyers, in particular Patrick Benka, Damian Eccles' lawyer, followed through with. And so maybe it's no surprise that here we are in December now, and we've got some developments. There's sort of a lot here, but mainly it starts off with, guess what? All the evidence is still there. They lied. None of it had been destroyed. None of it was missing or misplaced. None of it was lost. None of it destroyed in a fire. None of the above. It's all just there. It's all just sitting there. They lied. And I laugh. I don't know. I shouldn't be surprised that the West Memphis Police Department is lying. They've probably lied about everything throughout. I'm certainly not shocked. So I've talked about the FOIA requests. Mara Leverett, investigative journalist, she had filed FOIA requests as well. And specifically her FOIA request stated, and I quote, that she was looking for, and I quote, all records cataloging the evidence in the West Memphis Three case and identifying the locations of that evidence at the time of such cataloging, end quote. Now, on December 7th, earlier this month, Mara Leverett received an 8-page report titled Updated West Memphis Three Evidence. And that report, that 8-page report, listed a location and description for some 225 items. It's all there. It's all still there. Go check out Damian Eccles' Twitter feed, Mara Leverett's Twitter feed. You will see real-time updates about this stuff, but it's pretty wild. Damien actually retweeted someone had photos in the evidence room with all the boxes looking at the stuff. It's pretty wild. It's very exciting. But yeah, some 225 items. Now, yesterday, depending on when you're watching this, yesterday was December 21st, so maybe not yesterday if you're watching this later, but yes, December 21st, that was Tuesday. Patrick Benka, again, Damien Echols' lawyer, was in West Memphis, and he was having a look in that same evidence room where those photos came from, presumably. But, yeah, he was there looking at it, said it was all there. Damien posted text conversation with him. It's all very exciting. So it's all very real and sort of what those of us who have believed the West Memphis Three have been innocent all along have been waiting for. This is what we were hoping. I said at the end of my last video about this that I was holding out hope that the West Memphis Police Department were just bluffing and that their bluff would be called, and it has. And that is exactly what happened. Now, I don't know if this is related or not. I mean, surely it is, but I don't know. The media is currently reporting that it's not related, but current West Memphis Police Chief, or current until yesterday anyway, Michael Pope resigned. And again, this comes on the same day that all this other stuff is happening. Damien Echols claims that 6 months ago they were told that, or not 6 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, Damien and his lawyers were told that Michael Pope would be fired as a result of all this. You know, and then he steps down, resigns on this same day. So probably it is linked if we're going to believe what Damien says is true, and I don't have any reason not to believe him. But currently the news reporting that it was unrelated, that Michael Pope stepped down just 6 months into the job as West Memphis Police Chief. And listen, I wouldn't be surprised if there were a million other reasons that he wanted to resign. Maybe he got there and was like, oh, this is a shit show. I'm out of here. Either way, he gone. So, yeah, it's just exciting. This is what I talked about in my Terry Hobbs episode. This is what I talked about in the last vlog. All I've been hoping for is that we get this evidence and that the West Memphis Three lawyers and, you know, defense fund, I know they've still got money kicking around, can test all this stuff with the current MVAC technology. And, is it HVAC technology? MVAC. Whatever. I got it right in my last video, so whatever I said that time, go with that. But it's the vacuum technology that can pull up touch DNA and is so much more sophisticated. And if we could just get the ligatures, the shoelaces used to tie the sweet little boys, then we might be able to unfurl the knots and get touch DNA and find out just who tied them. All very exciting. And, you know, the West Memphis Three are guilty crowd. I don't know what they say about this. Why on earth would the West Memphis Three be working so hard to get this evidence and test it if they were guilty? That would be absolutely insane. And, you know, whoever did tie those knots, if they're still alive, still around, and you know, I think they are, they got to be terrified at this news, right? I would be. Listen to this. Patrick Benka, once again, Damien's lawyer, texted Mara Leverett just yesterday when he was down in West Memphis looking at the evidence. 2 sentences, 2 simple sentences that just make the hairs stand up on the back of your neck. Did for me. We found the ligatures. We got what we needed. Let's go.